No wonder people are stabbing him in the back.
What happened?
Cheap bastard. You know, I really don't know why you mess around with people like that, Mikey. I mean, really, I don't.
Answer a fucking question.
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. Then he kind of got a little angry. So I admit, I kind of got a little angry.
Did you kill him?
What kind of fucking animal do you take me for? No, I didn't kill him.
Oh, fuck.
But I did kidnap his wife.
Oh, no.
Trevor Phillips. Where do you even start to talk about him? One of the three main characters in Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 5, Trevor is first introduced about a third of the way through the main story. Erratic, unpredictable, aggressive, Trevor is a psychopath who does things which leaves most viewers in shock, sometimes disgust. He causes fear in other characters whenever he is in their presence, and he is completely unstable. Now, you can say a lot about the character of GTA 5's Trevor, but there's one thing you cannot dispute, is that it's captivating. We as a society have always been fascinated with the unknown, the unexplained, particularly in individuals who do the most horrific things. Now, we don't support anything that they do, and very rarely do we understand why they do it, but from Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Charles Manson, these people have done unspeakable things which no one approves of or comprehends, but you cannot deny that they do fascinate us. Look up videos about the three names that I've just said, and what you'll find is that each of them has millions of views. The Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix passed over 1 billion hours of watch time within days of the show coming out. Evans Peters, the one who plays Jeffrey Dahmer in the show, won the Golden Globe Award for the best performance by an actor. Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar for his role as the psychotic Joker in 2019, and Heath Ledger won the Best Supporting Actor in 2008 for his version of the Joker. So we've not only been fascinated with those that have shown the symptoms of insanity, but also by those who've been able to play these roles well. They're often demanding, difficult roles, but utterly captivating when they're pulled off well. Trevor Phillips from GTA 5 is played by Steven Ogg, who you may recognise from the award-winning series The Walking Dead, or another award-winning show, Better Call Saul. That being said, he is notoriously known as Trevor from GTA 5. Now, what's fascinating is you would think that he'd be proud of this achievement. After all, GTA 5 is the highest grossing entertainment product ever. That means no single movie, no single book, music album has ever grossed as much. To date, about 175 million copies of GTA 5 have been sold, which means 175 million people have seen Steven Ogg's performance as Trevor. In 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Hugo1 contacted Steven Ogg on Cameo, which is a website where you can pay an actor or a celebrity a certain amount of money in exchange for them to record a personal message for yourself or for a friend. Hugo1 paid Steven Ogg $120 and asked him to do the character of Trevor from GTA 5 and leave a message for the future main characters in the upcoming GTA 6. Hugo1 was kind enough to let me use this footage, and I've put his channel and video details in the description, and I recommend checking out his channel as well because his work is top notch. So Hugo1 asked for this message from Steven Ogg pretending to be Trevor, and this is where it gets interesting. Listen to this.
You wanted me to give you this message from Trevor, which of course I'm not Trevor. My name is Steven, and I am an actor, and I'm a recovering actor. Yeah, so I get it in a sense, and I don't get it in a big sense too. You know what I'm saying with that? Because as actors, you portray different characters, and it would be literally impossible for me to be a cartoon. And I'll see you out there. Cause I'm a cartoon, right? And I'll see you out there, cause none of it's real, right? Wow, what a fucking world.
Now, upon hearing that, it's pretty clear to see that he is not proud of his role in the game. In fact, I don't think it's too far to suggest that it actually upsets him that he's acquired this reputation from that role. It seems that Ogg thinks of his role in the video game as lesser than that when compared to his roles in television. So now that we know all that, I want to take the time to explain why Steven Ogg should be proud of his role and embrace the impact it's had not just on his life, but on the whole video game industry. Now, in order for me to make that point, first of all, let's talk about acting in video games as a whole. So back in the early years of gaming, voice actors had very limited roles. Games from the 90s and early 2000s would mainly use text instead of actual voice recordings to speak to the player. Over time, voice actors began to start getting more and more roles. They wouldn't be considered as high caliber as like a movie actor, but it was starting to become a theme. Bethesda's The Elder Scrolls Oblivion from 2006 had actually some of the corniest voice actors that you will ever hear.
How are you?
Been better. How about you?
Not bad.
Good to hear. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
With only a handful of characters playing over 200 NPCs. And then, in Bethesda's 2008 Fallout 3, we saw a celebrity appearance from Liam Neeson. 2 games, 2 years apart, and we're starting to see a change in how voice acting was approached. The video game audience was growing, and admiration for the work was as well. One of the most impactful performances was Nolan North, when he played the role of Nathan Drake in Uncharted in 2007. North is considered one of the most prolific voice actors in the video game industry, having portrayed characters in games such as Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, and The Last of Us. As time continued to pass with the introduction of motion capture and increased budgets, the demand for high-quality acting has also increased. Just in the last few years, we have seen cameos from Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077, Idris Elba, also from Cyberpunk 2077, Norman Reedus from Death Stranding, Giancarlo Esposito in Far Cry 6, Peter Stormer in Until Dawn, Hayden Panettiere in Until Dawn, David Arquette in The Quarry, and there's a lot more as well. So, big budget actors are becoming more commonplace, with more of them on the way in the future. The video game industry is becoming bigger, and it's making more money than it ever has. With technology and budget improvements, actors within video games will one day become the norm. Now listen to this. The highest grossing movie of all time is Avatar, with $2.92 billion. The highest grossing music album is Michael Jackson's Thriller, making $1.6 billion. The highest grossing video game is GTA 5, which is where Trevor, played by Steven Ogg as the main character, sold $7.7 billion. So my point is, Steven Ogg sounds disappointed about the role in the video game, almost seeing it as less than that as being an actor on a TV show. But the money and the volume sold amount shows that video games are already getting bigger than both of those markets. But now also think about the writing. Now movies and TV shows get their inspiration from the successes of video games. We have the Halo series, the upcoming Fallout series, Tomb Raider films, Resident Evil films, the Uncharted movies. One could even argue that the Witcher series was inspired by the Witcher 3 video game success, but also HBO's The Last of Us, critically acclaimed, and that was inspired by a video game. I feel that directors and movie actors and those within that industry may look at video games and think, wow, that is childish, it's cartoonish. But I think it's time that they put some respect on this now. Video game stories are getting better, and now the TV industry is coming here, taking those ideas. In fact, I would argue creative writing is getting better in video games and worse within the television or movie industry. They're coming to this medium to get ideas as they're running out of their own. I promise you this, video games are only getting bigger, so the writing will only get better, and eventually the actors will get the credit and the recognition that a movie actor would get. Let's take a look at Michael Mando. In 2012, he got the main role of a villain in Far Cry 3. a video game series by Ubisoft. It was the role that propelled him and allowed him to showcase his talents. I mean, just look at this clip.
Over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. But the first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot him. The thing is, okay, he was right. And then I started seeing it everywhere I looked. Everywhere I looked, all these fucking pricks. Everywhere I looked, doing the exact same fucking thing. Over and over and over and over and over again. Thinking, this time, he's gonna be different. No, please. This time, he's gonna be different. I'm sorry. I don't like the way you are looking at me. Okay? You have a fucking problem in your head. Do you think I'm bullshitting you? Do you think I'm lying? Fuck you! Okay? Fuck you! It's okay, man. I'm gonna chill here, man. I'm gonna chill. The thing is, all right? The thing is, I killed you once already. And it's not like I am fucking crazy. It's okay. It's like water under the bridge. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Now he's just come off of 33 episodes in the award-winning Better Call Saul. A video game acting role led to him getting a leading role in one of the most popular, most watched TV shows of all time. Well, how about we look at Steven Ogg himself? Prior to his role in GTA 5 in 2013, he had some minor roles in shows, he appeared in the odd episode, I mean, nothing major. Then after his successful portrayal of Trevor in GTA 5, he then got roles in Better Call Saul and The Walking Dead, two of the biggest TV shows of our time. Now you might say, oh, well, it was to do with something else, but GTA 5 allowed him to showcase his talent, and his performance was that good, look at where he got a chance afterwards. So if you took him out of GTA 5, do you think he would still be in those two shows? I feel like he and others owe a lot of respect to video games and what it had in terms of impact on their lives. Going back to Steven Ogg's Trevor role, when I think of outstanding performances within films, I usually think of Heath Ledger's Joker. It was inspiring, captivating, and it left an impression on anyone who watched it. Come Halloween, everyone's dressed up like the Joker. And not just the Joker from Batman, but the one that Heath Ledger portrayed. It became his character. He created that with fine acting. Joaquin Phoenix's version of Joker had the same impact, with him then going on to win an Oscar. When I think of Steven Ogg, I think his video game acting performance as Trevor, it's the equivalent of the Heath Ledger Joker in the video game world. A difficult role where the actor has to constantly push themselves, create energy, use emotion. I mean, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of commitment, and more importantly, it takes a lot of talent to pull this off. If you search the best video game acting performances, you'll find that Steven Ogg's performance always comes high. In summary, what I'm trying to say is that although Steven Ogg may be reluctant to accept praise for his role of Trevor from GTA 5, he needs to know how good a performance it was. He has made history in video games with that performance, and he's led the way to the point of where it is now. He played a major role in improving quality within video game acting. He raised the standards. He managed to build a successful career after that performance as well. I think Steven Ogg needs to know that I at least recognise that it was an exceptional performance, and according to the internet, a lot of people agree with me. Not a video game acting performance or a cartoon performance, but just a good acting performance. I think he should also embrace the fame that he's got with it. People don't just look at you and typecast you or call you Trevor because they enjoy being video game people. They call you Trevor because they were so impressed with that performance. I'm sure Steven Ogg would never see this video, and I'm sure he never will know who I am, but I just think it needs to be said. Trevor is a remarkably complex character, and Ogg played the role exceptionally. It is the #1 selling media of all time, and Ogg certainly played a major role in making that happen. So my message to Steven Ogg is this: in the rare event that he ever hears or sees this video, Congratulations on an amazing performance. Embrace it. You've made a lot of people happy in an industry that is absolutely thriving. Cartoon or not, it was a great performance. Anyway, that's it for this one. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that video game acting will be as big as everything that I'm saying in the future? Do you consider Ogg's Trevor as one of the best performances, or am I delusional? Do you think it limits actors in terms of future roles and typecast them? Let me know your comments, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm Av Gaming, and I think of video games as art, and my videos focus on the art of video games. Thank you for watching this. Av out.